So here's a neat little boat that checks all the boxes for a lot of people. I mean, if you look at it, it's got all the basics. You got a pilot house, you can get in and out of the elements. You know, it's got a nice big cockpit where you can do fishing, diving, whatever you want to, right? And just a nice layout, nice little boat. This will be perfect if you wanted to do day trips, the occasional weekend trip, in the bay or somewhere up in this area in Chesapeake Bay is where I'm talking about. We're all on the coastal waterway, right? Just a nice looking little boat. So today we're going to be talking about three things I find as a marine surveyor that can sink your boat. And these could sink your boat today. So let's take a look and see what they are. First up, deteriorated seacock hoses. Judging from the number of rotten hoses I see, folks think these things last forever. They don't. Plastic through hulls located above the waterline can fail due to UV damage and age. A failed through hull fitting located above the waterline can reduce the freeboard of the vessel from feet to inches, meaning a boat only needs to settle slightly before taking on water. Stuffing boxes are commonly located in out-of-the-way, hard-to-reach areas, so they often fail to receive the maintenance they deserve. They're a common source of slow leaks, which can go unnoticed for weeks or even months until that day the boat mysteriously slips below the waves. Do you want to know how to prevent these problems from sinking your boat? Check out the article link in the description below. Okay, so for today, we're just looking at the Bravo flag flying here, the B Bravo flag. What does that mean? Well, it means that we're getting prepared to do some fueling, taking on fuel. So that's what that means here, that the vessel is taking on fuel. And they're prepping here. They've got the spill response stuff here, and they're going to bring the fuel truck here and load it up. So that's what the Bravo flag means, fueling operations. So, you say you're looking for a project boat. Well, I think I found one for you. I see a lot of these older boats like this in the yards, people trying to get them ready to go and live their dream. Old wood boats, that's a whole nother beast when you're talking about maintenance and repair and stuff, things that have to be done. So the draw to an old wood boat is, of course, you get a lot of boat for a cheap price, right? Typically compared to a fiberglass or steel or aluminum, whatever. A lot of people just don't realize, the additional work and stuff. I had a guy one time call up, wanted me to survey a boat like this for him. I said, you try to qualify him. You ever owned a wooden boat before? Well, no, I built 3 houses. Well, heck, man, you're all set. You know what's going on.
You and I know you ain't about that life. Drop with me now. Drop with me now. Drop with me now. Drop with me now. Oh, yeah.
So we're doing a haul out for a survey. I just wanted to show this catchment system. So they're going to bring the boat, haul it out, and bring it here to this catchment system. What this does is, when you power wash the boat, of course, you knock off bottom paint and all that stuff, toxic bottom paint. So this catchment system or basin, all of the the bottom paint, the slurry and stuff comes in here, and this is where it's trapped, and then it's disposed of properly. So that's what we got going on here. This is probably one of the nicer systems I've seen in a while. So here's something you don't see every day. This is an old Chesapeake Bay oyster buy boat. This is where the oystermen would bring their catch of the day to this boat, and then they would sell it to this boat, and it would be then taken to market and stuff. That they would come up alongside here, all the oysters they had tonged for the day, and then sell it to this boat. And this is where they would transport it. And this one is docked at the Great Bridge Locks in Great Bridge, Virginia. Again, you don't see a lot of these. I've surveyed a couple of them, and they're just an iconic Chesapeake Bay boat style and type. So anyway, oyster buy boat, very interesting, and nice to see one. This one looks like it's been well taken care of. So today we're at a place called Roper, North Carolina, Mackey's Ferry. I love to come to these little marinas out, in the middle of nowhere. Nice, place here, right on the river there and stuff. But the reason I like to come to these places, you always see stuff, that people, you can tell where boaters are a frugal, thrifty lot. They always reuse what they can as easy as they can, or as much. This is a case in point right here. So we've got a refrigerator liner, the door for the liner for a refrigerator door, and we've just taken it off. We've recycled it and made it into a storage rack on this trailer. This is the kind of stuff I just love to see. Anyway, that's today's little video on life at a marina. So when I first saw this sign here, I thought it was a joke, right? And then I started looking, you know what? This is actually, an official sign. And we're looking here. If you've got a no wake sign in your neighborhood, chances are, this place is going to flood during a storm or whatever, right? So note to self, no wake zone on this street right here. So this is why I like to come to marinas. You just never know what you'll see. You got an interesting boat here. This is a beautiful, beautiful boat. And the style is not something you normally see around here. I love the layout of this thing and the design of it. Just a very interesting and beautiful boat. Very nice. So about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I did a short for my channel on this boat right here. This is at a boatyard that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And the title of it was, "Can She Be Saved?" Right? And you look at it and it looks like, well, we haven't been saved yet. But it is a classic wooden boat. And, it's a shame somebody that had the, desire and the intestinal fortitude to tackle this thing would wind up with a beautiful boat. Snark from New York. So anyway, just a typical boatyard, boneyard boat here. Hopefully somebody will, pick up the torch and run with it and save this thing. So here we got the passengers on the vessel I'm surveying today. Yeah, all right. So here we have another episode of Can She Be Saved? Another old wood boat. Sitting here waiting for somebody to lovingly restore. This one actually, yes, she's got work to be done, but not quite as bad as some of the other ones that I see. I love the lines. Nice old boat. Catch. Of course, it's a labor of love, but some people love them. And I have a particular fondness for old wood boats that need to be saved. So hopefully this one will be on the list. I mean, it's a shame that a lot of them just sit here and rot away, but this one actually looks like somebody's trying to do something to it. So that's what we like. Old classics that are saved. Today I'm in an area of the Chesapeake Bay in Virginia that I love to come up here because they do a lot of wooden boats, a lot of work boats. They're still very popular here. Here you can see one that's being restored, and we got the engine out and they're going to be rebuilding it as well. Wooden boats are very popular up in this area, and I love to come up here because I like wooden boats. I don't like to own them or work on them, but I like them. But they are very popular in this area. Plenty of them around. The fishermen, or watermen as they're called, They love the wooden boats. They use them. Had some of these, for generations at a time. So just a wonderful thing. You come up here and walk the docks and you see this rich wood boat history, and to see that it's still alive and well. So I've often said before, I go out to a lot of places out in the middle of nowhere where they probably still point at planes when they fly over, and you see some redneck stuff going on, and this is a perfect example. Fuel, we need a fuel tank, and the tractor old Blue ain't gonna be working if we don't get a fuel tank on there, and this is what we got. I love it. I mean, they really ain't nothing better than looking at some of the contraptions you find out here in the middle of nowhere. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, and you want to buy Captain Frank a cup of coffee, please click on the thanks button below this video. All tips received, not spent on coffee, will be used to improve my YouTube channel and create even more awesome videos.